Everybody, we are going to get this webinar started in just a minute, but in the meantime, feel free to let us know where you are joining us from in the comments, and we're gonna get going shortly. We got a great webinar planned for you today. So we got some people coming in from Toronto, Morocco, New York. Super cool. Awesome. Right. Yeah. Hey, let's jump into it now. What's going on, everybody? This is Chris from AppSumo. Super excited to have you here for today's webinar. And we are graciously joined by Adnan, who is the CEO of LoginPress, which is available right now on AppSumo for just $39. So if you don't know what LoginPress is yet, we're going to jump into that today. But for a brief overview, it's a login management plugin for your WordPress site, so you can secure, rebrand, and customize all your login pages without needing developers or code or anything like that. So I'm going to turn it over to Adnan, and he's going to jump in, give you guys a walkthrough. And if you have any questions, feel free to post those below the video, and we'll take it from there. So thank you for joining. And yeah, Adnan, you're up.
Hi, Chris. Thank you so much. Hi, Sumo Links. I hope you are doing great. I have some little bit presentation for all of you. Let me go through one by one, and then we'll go with the demo. And at the end, I will take questions. You can put the questions in the chat box for now. So I hope you all can see my screen. Is my sound good? And the screen share? Okay. So it's been almost 9 days that we have a promo going on and AppSumo. It is just amazing. I am actually overwhelmed by the response from all of you. Most of the people are stacking unlimited sites, and there are a ton of questions, features, and requests. I will show you soon. So LoginPress is actually a WordPress plugin that is our product from WP Brigade. WP Brigade is actually a WordPress development agency that I have been running on with my younger brother since 2007. Here I'm the CEO and founder, and Mohammed Irfan is my younger brother who is managing all the operations with me. He's actually a UI engineer. I have been coding since 2001. And with the WordPress, I actually started since 2007 when I was working on my freelance project. I had to build a blog theme. Almost a couple of years later, I fell in love with the open source, and I knew about Google Summer of Code that they give $5,000 to the person or student who actually completes it. So I took a part in this worldwide programming competition and won that. Later on, I became a mentor in Google Code, in Google Summer of Code, almost for 4 to 5 years. And I had organized a lot of programs in our local university to spread the open source. After that, I became a Google student ambassador in my university and traveled to a couple of summits on by Google expense. My job was to spread the Google activities and their tools within my country and university. So I had arranged more than 15 events, and that was an amazing response I got from all over my country. By the way, I live in Pakistan. If you guys don't know, I heard that some people understood that I am maybe from India or Bangladesh. But just to confirm, I'm from Pakistan, by the way. And I have been traveling to US and other countries for attending WordCamps. I'm actually very connected with the WordPress community. Most of the people, maybe in the webinar or later on, if you watch me, know me that how much active I am. I was awarded an Innovation Hero title from our local government uh, for doing all of these Google things and uh, working by living in a small city here. Uh, I don't know that you guys know about what is a WordCamp. If any of you have been in the WordCamp before, I'm actually a WordCamp organizer, WordCamp speaker. I do organize the WordPress meetups as well in my area. Uh, this is my first WordCamp talk in Nepal. So in coming September, we are sponsoring Pressnomics that is happening in Tucson, Arizona, from Analytify. So I will be there. If any of you, I heard, I had talked with Adam from WP Crafter that he's going there. So if any of you is attending Pressnomics, just come to me and say hi. Let's have a dinner or lunch. Here, this is the WP Brigade. That is our main company behind all of the awesome products that we have been developing. We are a team of 10 very energetic and young people. In fact, students or just fresh grads. And the goal, we have more than 99% projects are in the WordPress, basically. So if you want any top-notch WordPress service, you can come to us. Here we have our top services, the front-end development or the email, PSD to WordPress, and or any HubSpot integration. You may maybe you are wondering that I started as a Google fellow uh, or a Google kind of enthusiast who is loving the Google products. But later on, I actually fell in love with the WordPress, and my life is all over the WordPress now. So recently, during this campaign, I actually figured from other people as well that you guys are having issues in installing and uploading the plugins. A couple of hours ago, we released this update that where you can activate and deactivate the add-ons from the main plugin admin page. All you have to do is to activate your license key. Sorry. So this will eliminate that confusion and hassle that you have to install and upload each plugin from the My Account section. You just have to go to the add-ons page and you can install all of the features that you want. I'm dreaming about the LoginPress that I will make this. I will just take this plugin to 1 million active installs. Right now we have 70,000, and I'm dreaming this like a kid. If you have any questions, you can email us and support@wpbrigade.com. We are actively monitoring this with my support staff and the developer team that had been working on LoginPress. So we have the live chat available as well on our Brigade side and LoginPress Pro side. We will try our best to give you a reply as soon as possible. But if for any reason we are sleeping, by the way, we are just sleeping a couple of hours during the sale. So you just shoot us an email and we will reply back as soon as possible. That's it from me for now. And I will go now for the demo. Do we have the questions so far, Chris?
No, feel free to keep going with what you're doing. Yeah, we'll get to the questions at the end.
Okay, awesome. So this is my demo install. I have, I pre-assume that you have installed the main plugin. So we have settings. At the moment, I actually have installed all of the add-ons by just going here. Like I will just click on it and activate that add-on. But before then, let me remove or eliminate that confusion people are having when they stack second code. So when you redeem the first code from AppSumo, you will actually get uh, you will get that couple of emails where you will have the username and password. By the way, we have this YouTube channel. I'm actually going to paste in the chat. So we have all of the videos that will help you for any basic question you have. So the first code, when you will redeem that, you will have the username and password. To redeem that second code, you have to log into the My Account section on our site. And from there, you actually go for the second redeem code. We are having a couple of queries that people are having problem in that, and they say that the instructions of the AppSumo are not correct. Actually, you are not going through each and every step that is written at AppSumo. So if there is any confusion, just go to that video from our YouTube channel and you can redeem that second code successfully. Once you have that redeem the code, all you have to do is install our free and pro plugin. When you do that, go to the license manager and activate your license key. Once you do that, then you can activate and deactivate all the add-ons or the features, like I'm going to activate auto login. So the code at the moment is not present in the main plugin. It is being downloaded from our server. It may take less than a minute. So we have these add-ons here. Some people have told me that they want all of these functionality in the main plugin. But right now we have this separately because somebody doesn't need the redirects or social login. Like even on my own sites, I'm not using social login. So we have this. This is how the feature you can activate. And as soon as you have this plugins activated, settings will have their own tabs for these add-ons or features. So adding a license key is actually very important. This will help you to update all of the plugins, the automatic updates that we are sending. If you have your main site and your license key is activated and you move to the staging site, you actually have to authenticate to that staging site as well. Otherwise, the staging site will not receive the updates. So just deactivate and activate on the staging site. I will go a couple of these settings later on, but the first thing that the LoginPress is actually the most popular is because of their customizing capabilities for the login page. As soon as you install our free plugin, your default login screen will be converted to this one. We have almost 20 templates for login page, different kind of different ways, different layouts that you will not see any other plugin. And you can actually change all of these images. This is actually self-explanatory, very easy to use plugin. Every changeable element have a tooltip and action that takes you to that place, and you can change images. So if we had the issue of uploading the SVG logo, a couple of hours ago, we have released this fix, and now you can upload the SVG logos as well. We had a response from some of the people that they want animated screens. Let me show you that what my team is working on it right now. And we are actually adding these animated screens for you guys. Like, This one. Isn't it amazing? Awesome. So this is we have the Google fonts. You can change the Google font and it will instantly preview your changes on login page. All of these, I will not go into detail all of these options. They are very easy to use. If you have your own design and you want to achieve that, and you know the CS and JS, we have this place for customized CS and JS. The login page is actually very optimized. Only the image and just a couple of more requests are loading on this page. You can customize it whatever you want. We have these few background images. If you want to have your own background images, you can select that from your media library and just use that. So let me change that theme that I like the most. Yeah, this one. So we have that here, this one. So you have to publish once you have saved your changes or whatever you want. Let me change the logo as well. Okay. So LoginPress is actually the most getting popular because of their customization abilities. We have templates and all of these things. Later on, actually, we got requests from our clients that there should be some extra security features as well. And with the time, we ended up by adding the security features that you see here and social login and these auto logins, etc. It's been almost 2.5 years since we have been doing this LoginPress. Later on, I saw there were some products that they came later on, but LoginPress is actually very old plugin and is there for so long time. And we have actively maintaining this with every WordPress major release. So if you have a membership site and you don't want to show your site without login, we have this forced login checkbox. These are the yes and no fields, enable or disable. If you want this forced login, that you want users should be logged in before viewing the site, just enable it and save that. Let me show you that how it will work here. So this is your site, and when you have forced login, you will actually be redirected to the login page. And this is the same that WordPress default login page. And look how this pretty is. You don't have to deal with ugly WordPress default login pages. So next we have CAPTCHA. You can enable that. If you want only your users, they should be logged in with a username or email address. You can choose that. Only you can, if you have the username, user will be able to log in only with the username, not with the email address. Next, we have auto login. If you want to provide an auto login to your guest writer, if you're running a blog and you have to give a temporary access for a guest post, just select that username and click on it. And that username will have this auto login URL. You will actually share this URL to that person. And once he is done with the writing that guest post, just delete this from here. We have this hide login. If you want to hide the login screen, just generate any random URL, or you can even add some your own and save that. This will be saved, or this login URL will be saved. And if you want to send this to someone, just enable that and enter the email address that you want to send this new login URL. So next we have if you have different people and they are logging in with different different usernames, and you can see that how many people have how many people tried to log in your site, how many was whitelisted, and how many got blacklisted after that 4 attempts. If you have different kind of users, job seekers or whatever, you can redirect them to their account or some specific page based on the username, based on the roles. They are very easy to do that. Just search someone by the role and show them their login URL or login URL and update it. And at the last, we have that social login. You can even use the LinkedIn login as well. Just add these settings, grab these settings from the LinkedIn settings. We have the help page here. Okay, so we have these help guides for LinkedIn, Google, and Twitter, Facebook. Just follow these instructions if you don't know. Once you have enabled these, if you just want the Facebook login, just enable that. And if you want on the registration form or login form, enable these checks, and they will appear there. And the last feature is that login widget. Many people are asking about that. There should be a shortcode for logins page. We will do that, but for now, we have the widgets. We have these widgets, like you can put these widgets anywhere on the page. Right now, you know that there is a Gutenberg as well. We will build the login blog too, along with the shortcode as well. So this is it from my side, that how this LoginPress is working. During this feedback or during this promo so far, we had a lot of feedback from all of the Somo links, and we built the roadmap, this extensive roadmap, and we are taking the votes from all of the people that what are the feature they want to see in LoginPress. I can see that there is a lot of requests from WooCommerce, customized login, and two-factor authentication. A few other as well. We will come with the priority as soon as possible. There is one thing that I missed, and my just teammate actually reminded me, that there is an important export settings. Like if you have a multi-site, and or maybe you have 10 sites and you want the same login settings to all of your client sites, what you have to do is just customize LoginPress on one site, and then export those settings, and later on use all of these this JSON file and import these settings to all of your sub-sites where do you want the same site. We have the video available as well in this channel, and we have the documentation. Everything is in place, so it's just easy to do this way. I'm actually using LoginPress on my client sites as well, and they are just loving the screens and the templates. I just choose one of the template and change that background to that matches with their website name and theme. So they just love this thing. So this is it. This is our roadmap. I will share the link here. If you guys want to suggest some features or feedback, just you can start a talk under that card, and I will jump in, and we will try our best to take to give the priority as soon as possible. So this was the demo from my side. If Chris, there are any questions, I'm happy to take them.
Yeah, so if anybody who's on here right now has any questions, feel free to type those into the chat or into the questions area below the video. But the one I'm seeing right now is from Manny asking, with so many add-on plugins, I guess with LoginPress, is there any potential for this to cause conflict with any other plugins you may be running on your WordPress site?
I don't think so. There could be any conflict because sometimes it happens. Like if you have, a WordPress plugin repo had more than 50,000 plugins, and it's actually hard to provide the compatibility for each plugin. If there is anything that conflicts within your site, just come to us and we will take care of it.
Okay, awesome. Let's see, are there any other? It looks like Manny is also asking, so what are the benefits of buying a second code? So right off the bat, I know that with a single license, you get to use this on 5 sites versus you double that, or with the double code that goes to an unlimited amount of sites. I believe that's the main difference between those 2 codes. But do you have anything else to add on to that? Are you there, Adnan?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so Manny's asking about the 2 codes. So it looks like the main benefit of getting a second code of LoginPress on AppSumo is that it goes from 5 sites to an unlimited number of sites that you can use LoginPress on.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Fiona is asking, can I use it with MemberPress? I'm not familiar with that. I imagine it's another plugin.
MemberPress is actually a membership plugin specified for memberships. I think, to be honest, I have not tested with it, but I will suggest you that try and let me know if there is any confliction. I'm sure that the WordPress default screen, without the add-ons, or maybe just few add-ons will work fine with it if they don't have the same functionality. Or you can actually come to our support and let's work together to see if there is any issue.
Awesome. So those are all the questions that I'm seeing right now, but I'm curious to ask you, Adnan, what features are you most excited about? Is there one thing that you're working on that's going to be rolling out shortly that you're excited to push through and get feedback on?
My excitement features are actually the membership features.
Yeah.
Because that will take plugin to a totally different level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I see. Sad is asking, does auto login work with login redirects and social login work with login redirects? I'm a bit confused with that, but you might have a better understanding.
I'm rereading it again.
If you're not sure, we can ask Sad. Go for it.
Yeah, the auto login actually gives you a magic login link, and yeah, exactly. We can do that. Like if you have a username, like admin or Adnan is a username, and you give an auto login, and within login redirects, just search that username and add that login redirect there. So yeah, this will work. And the second question is about social login with login redirects. So I'm not actually sure right now at the moment that this works or not. So can you explain me this, Saad? Social login.
Yeah, Sad, if you want to try to reframe that one, I guess, for the social login aspect of that question, and Adnan can certainly take another shot at that. Let me scroll up, see if there are any other things. And it looks like you posted the roadmap, so people can check that out as well. And what was that YouTube video that you posted above as well?
Yeah, Saad, right now this is not possible because social login, we will check that with the role, that what role we will assign to them. So this is what I'm going to add in our roadmap and get back to this.
Awesome. All right. Well, it looks like we are just coming up on the half hour. So I think this is a good place to end it. I hope you all got some great information out of this. You're very welcome, Sad. And if you have any other questions, you can, in Manny, I see you're asking for the roadmap. That is posted above in the comments. So you can just scroll up and get that. And it looks like Adnan's going to post that again as well. But thank you all for joining us. Really appreciate it. We will be sending out the webinar replay. So if you jumped in early, you're going to be able to, see, or jumped in late, you'll be able to see what you missed. And Adnan, thank you so much for taking the time to hop on. I hope everybody gives LoginPress a shot. We got a 60-day money-back guarantee with all AppSumo sales, so you'll be taken care of there. So please check it out. Adnan, you got any other things to say before we sign off?
Yes, I wanted to say that I see that people are actually having issues by installing the plugins one by one. We just added an activate and disable deactivate feature from the add-ons, so there is no more hassle anyway. But if you see any issue, just come to us for the support and then leave a review.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for jumping on. We really appreciate it. Everyone, let's give Adnan a big thank you, and we will say goodbye for now, and we'll be talking soon.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.